Hi friends, hope all are doing well. Today we'll discuss about inside out of closing meeting, which is the last stage of on-site audit activity. The agenda for today's training session are: what is closing meeting, why closing meeting is important, element covered in the closing meeting, action plan after closing meeting. Let's have a look into each point in detail. What is closing meeting? A closing meeting in an audit, also known as an exit meeting, is held at the end of the audit process to present the audit findings and conclusions. The goal of the closing meeting is to ensure that the auditee understands the audit results and the implications for their processes or systems. Why closing meeting is important? Overall, the closing meeting is a vital part of the audit process, ensuring that the audit objectives are met and that the auditee is well informed and prepared to implement necessary improvements. It has certain benefits like clarity and understanding. It ensures that the auditee fully understands the audit findings, including any non-conformities, observation, as well as good practices. Feedback and discussions. It provides a platform for the auditee to ask questions, seek clarifications, and provide feedback on the audit process and findings. Agreement on the corrective actions. The meeting helps in agreeing on the corrective actions, setting out areas for improvement, action plan, and timelines. This ensures that the auditee knows what steps need to be taken to address the issues identified during the audit. Transparency and accountability. It promotes transparency and accountability by discussing the audit process, findings, and next steps openly with all relevant parties. Finalization of the audit reports. The closing meeting is a crucial step before the issuing of the final audit report. It ensures that all findings are accurately captured and agreed upon. Building relationship. It helps in building a positive relationship between the auditors and the auditee by fostering open communication and collaboration. Next, we will discuss about the elements. Those are covered in the closing meeting. Opening remarks. The meeting starts with a welcome and thanks to the participant for their support and hospitality during the audit. The audit team leader reiterates the audit objectives, scope, and any limitations encountered during the audit. Presentation of the findings. The audit team, ideally a lead auditor, present a draft report of the audit findings, including any non-conformities, observations, and good practice those are identified during the audit. Discussion. The audit team and the auditee discuss the findings. This includes clarifying any issues, addressing concerns, and providing additional context where necessary. Next, feedback and clarifications. In the closing meeting, the auditee has the opportunity to ask questions, seek clarifications, and provide feedback on the audit process and findings. Summary and next steps. The closing meeting concludes with a summary of the key point discussed and the next steps. This includes the timeline for issuing the final audit report and any follow-up actions if required. Documentations. Record the auditee and the key point discussed during the meeting. This ensures transparency and accountability. Confidentiality. The auditor also reminds the auditee that the audit findings are confidential and should not be treated as such and will not be shared with any external parties. Closing remarks. The meeting ends with closing remarks and thanks to all participants for their cooperation and contributions. After a closing meeting and audit, it's important to develop and implement an action plan to address the audit findings and improve processes. Here are the key steps to create an effective action plan. Review the findings. First, carefully review the audit findings and recommendations presented during the closing meeting. Prioritize issues. Identify and prioritize the issues based on their impact, urgency, and criticality. Develop corrective actions. For each issues, identify the root cause. Develop specific corrective actions to address the root cause. Ensure that these actions are clear, achievable, and measurable. Assign responsibilities. Assign responsibilities for each corrective action to specific individual or teams. This ensures accountability and clarity on who is responsible for implementing each action. Next, establish realistic deadline for completion of the corrective actions. This helps in tracking progress and ensure timely implementations. Document the action plan. Create a detailed document outlining the action plan, responsibilities, and deadlines. This document should be shared with all relevant parties. Monitor progress. Regularly monitor the progress of the corrective actions. This can be done through follow-up meeting, progress report, or status update, or else one may get off track from the target. Verify effectiveness. Once the corrective actions are implemented, verify their effectiveness. This may involve re-auditing the affected areas or conducting tests to ensure the issues has been resolved. Report to management. Keep management informed about the progress and effectiveness of the corrective actions. This ensures transparency and help in securing support from the additional resources if needed. Continuous improvement. Use the insight gained from the audit and the corrective actions to drive continuous improvement in your process and system. Thank you. That's all from today. To get regular updates about different audit standards and regulations, please do like and subscribe my channel. Have a good day.